Why are you doing this? Why are you chasing this dream, putting in the long hours, sacrificing sleep, comfort, and sometimes even your peace of mind? If your answer is shallow, your motivation will be shallow too. If you're just doing it for the money, the fame, or the applause, then when things get tough, and they will, you'll quit. But when you have a purpose, a reason that goes deeper than just surface level rewards, nothing can stop you. Purpose is what separates those who try from those who commit. It's what turns interest into obsession, what keeps you up at night and gets you out of bed in the morning. When you know why you're doing something, no obstacle is too big, no failure is too devastating, no criticism is too harsh. Purpose gives meaning to the grind. It turns every setback into a lesson, every struggle into strength, every loss into motivation. Purpose gives you the power to endure pain. When the road gets rough, when you're exhausted, when giving up feels like the easiest option, your purpose pulls you through. It reminds you that you're not just doing this for today, you're doing it for a future you believe in. A purpose-driven person doesn't stop when they're tired. They stop when they're done. They don't look for excuses. They look for solutions. Think about the greatest achievers in history. They weren't just chasing money or fame. They were driven by something bigger than themselves. They had a vision, a mission, a purpose that burned within them. They endured criticism, rejection, failure, and pain because they believed in their purpose. They were willing to sacrifice everything because they knew their why was worth it. Purpose turns passion into perseverance. It keeps the fire burning even when motivation fades, because motivation is an emotion, and like all emotions, it's fleeting. But purpose is a commitment. It doesn't depend on how you feel. It depends on what you believe. When you're driven by purpose, you don't wait for inspiration to strike. You create it. You don't wait for the perfect moment. You seize every moment. When you know your purpose, you stop caring about what others think. Their doubts don't affect you. Their criticisms don't bother you. Their negativity doesn't slow you down, because you're not living for them. You're living for your purpose. You're working for something bigger, something that matters, something that no one can take away from you. Purpose fuels passion, and passion drives action. When you believe in what you're doing, you'll find a way to make it happen, no matter how impossible it seems. You'll work harder, sacrifice more, and push through the pain because your purpose is stronger than any excuse. It gives you resilience in failure, humility in success, and courage in uncertainty. Purpose keeps you grounded and focused. It stops you from chasing shortcuts or settling for less. It reminds you that the journey is just as important as the destination. It keeps you disciplined, consistent, and relentless. Because when you're driven by purpose, quitting is not an option. No matter how tough the journey gets, no matter how many obstacles stand in your way, your purpose keeps you moving forward. It gives you the strength to keep fighting, even when the odds are against you. It gives you the courage to keep dreaming, even when failure is staring you in the face. It gives you the perseverance to keep hustling, even when progress feels painfully slow. When you're powered by purpose, you become unstoppable, because purpose is the fire that lights your path, the fuel that keeps you going, and the reason you refuse to quit. Motivation is fleeting. One day you're fired up, ready to conquer the world. The next, you're tired, uninspired, and looking for every excuse to quit. That's because motivation is an emotion, and emotions are unreliable. They come and go like the wind. But discipline is constant. Discipline is what keeps you moving forward, even when motivation is nowhere to be found. Anyone can be motivated for a day. Anyone can feel inspired after watching a motivational video or hearing a powerful speech. But that feeling fades. The excitement wears off, the hype disappears, and then what? Are you still willing to put in the work? That's where discipline comes in. Discipline is doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it. It's showing up day after day, rain or shine, tired or energized, inspired or unmotivated. It's about commitment, not feelings. Discipline builds consistency, and consistency creates progress. Success isn't about making giant leaps once in a while. It's about making small, consistent steps every single day. It's about putting in the work even when no one's watching, even when the results are slow, even when you're exhausted. Discipline doesn't care how you feel, it cares about what you do. It's waking up early to grind, staying up late to learn, saying no to distractions and sticking to your routine no matter what. Motivation is easy. It feels good. It gets you started. But discipline is what keeps you going. Discipline is what keeps you on track when life throws curveballs, when obstacles stand in your way, when failures knock you down. Discipline is what separates the dreamers from the achievers. Dreamers wait for motivation to strike. Achievers rely on discipline to carry them through. When you're disciplined, excuses become irrelevant. It doesn't matter if you're tired, if you're busy, if you don't feel like it. Discipline doesn't negotiate. It doesn't allow you to justify procrastination or laziness. It demands action. It demands commitment. It demands consistency. Discipline builds habits, and habits shape your destiny. When you're disciplined, your actions become automatic. You don't waste time debating whether you should work out, study, or hustle. You just do it. It becomes part of who you are. You don't wait for the right mood, the right time, or the right circumstances. You create them. You make it happen because your discipline is stronger than your excuses. Most people wait for motivation. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, the perfect feeling. But successful people don't wait. They act. They rely on discipline to get things done even when they don't feel like it. They understand that progress isn't about waiting for inspiration. It's about consistent action day in and day out. Discipline gives you control over your time, your actions, your future. When you're disciplined, you don't let distractions dictate your day. You don't let procrastination steal your dreams. You don't let temporary feelings control your destiny. You take charge. You decide what you do, when you do it, and how well you do it. You're in control, not your emotions. Discipline builds resilience. It teaches you to push through discomfort, pain, and doubt. It toughens you up, makes you stronger, and prepares you for the challenges ahead. When you're disciplined, setbacks don't stop you. They motivate you to work even harder. Failure doesn't defeat you. It drives you to learn and grow. You don't give up because giving up isn't an option. You've trained yourself to keep moving forward no matter what. Discipline isn't glamorous, it's not exciting or flashy. It's hard, repetitive, and often boring, but it's necessary. It's the foundation of greatness. It's the secret weapon of every successful person. They're not successful because they were always motivated. They're successful because they were always disciplined. When you rely on discipline instead of motivation, you stop making excuses. You stop waiting for the right time, the right feeling, the right circumstances. You start taking action regardless of how you feel. You start showing up even when it's hard. You start pushing through even when it's painful. You become unstoppable because your discipline is stronger than any obstacle. Discipline is freedom. Freedom from procrastination, from doubt, from regret. It gives you the power to create the life you want, to achieve the dreams you desire, to become the person you were meant to be. It gives you control over your future, your success, your destiny. Because when you're disciplined, nothing can stand in your way. Motivation gets you started, but discipline keeps you going. Motivation is a feeling, but discipline is a choice. A choice to show up, to work hard, to stay focused, to never quit. A choice to do what needs to be done, no matter how hard it gets. A choice to keep hustling, grinding, and pushing forward no matter what. When you choose discipline over motivation, you choose consistency over convenience. You choose growth over comfort. You choose results over excuses. And that's what separates winners from losers, achievers from dreamers, the successful from the average. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. It's the key to transforming dreams into reality, visions into achievements, ideas into impact. It's the foundation of success, the backbone of greatness, the the heartbeat of hustle. When you master discipline, you master your destiny. Never get too comfortable. The moment you think you've made it, the second you start to feel satisfied, that's when growth stops. Complacency is the enemy of progress. When you lose your hunger, you lose your drive. You stop pushing boundaries, stop chasing greatness, stop striving for more. But when you stay hungry, hungry for success, hungry for knowledge, hungry for growth, you keep moving forward. You keep hustling, grinding, and giving your best, no matter how much you've already achieved. Hunger keeps you ambitious. It keeps you focused, determined, and relentless. It stops you from settling for average or getting comfortable with good enough. It pushes you to constantly learn, improve, and evolve. Because hunger isn't just about wanting more, it's about becoming more. It's about refusing to stay the same, refusing to get stagnant, refusing to coast on yesterday's victories. But hunger without humility is dangerous. It leads to arrogance, ego, and entitlement. It makes you think you're untouchable, unstoppable, invincible. And that's when you make mistakes. That's when you overlook the details, underestimate the competition, and overestimate your abilities. Arrogance blinds you to your weaknesses. But humility keeps you grounded. It keeps you open to learning, growing, and becoming better. Humility keeps you coachable. It reminds you that no matter how much you know, there's always more to learn. No matter how great you are, there's always someone better. No matter how far you've come, there's always room to grow. Humility keeps you listening, keeps you curious, keeps you improving. It stops you from becoming complacent and keeps you striving for greatness. Stay hungry, but never let success get to your head. Just because you've achieved something today doesn't mean you're guaranteed success tomorrow. Just because you're winning now doesn't mean you can't lose later. Humility keeps you working hard no matter how high you climb. It reminds you that nothing is permanent, that success is rented, and rent is due every single day. Hunger gives you the courage to dream big. Humility gives you the discipline to work hard. Hunger makes you fearless, but humility keeps you focused. Hunger pushes you forward, but humility keeps you grounded. It keeps you respectful, grateful, and wise enough to know that success isn't just about talent or luck. It's about hard work, perseverance, and the willingness to learn from others. Hunger drives you to the top, but humility keeps you there. Without humility, success becomes your weakness. You get comfortable, overconfident, and careless. You stop learning, stop growing, and eventually you fall. But when you stay humble, you stay alert, vigilant, and prepared. You keep learning from your mistakes, from your competitors, from everyone around you. You stay sharp because you know there's always room for improvement. Humility builds respect. People follow leaders who are humble, not arrogant. People admire those who stay grounded, no matter how high they rise. Humility makes you relatable, approachable, and respected. It makes people want to support you, help you, and see you win. It creates loyalty, trust, and genuine connections. Because people are inspired by success, but they're loyal to humility. Stay hungry for greatness, but humble enough to learn. Always remember where you started, how far you've come, and how much farther you have to go. Don't let success make you forget your struggles. Don't let achievements make you arrogant. Don't let praise make you complacent. Stay hungry for more, but never lose sight of the journey, the sacrifices, and the people who help you along the way. Hunger makes you a warrior, but humility makes you a legend. Anyone can fight for success, but only the humble can handle it with grace. Only the humble can appreciate the journey, respect the competition, and keep growing no matter how much they've achieved. Hunger gives you ambition, but humility gives you wisdom. Hunger makes you chase greatness, but humility makes you deserve it. Stay hungry for success, but humble in victory. Remember that every achievement is just one step on a longer journey. Every milestone is just a reminder of how far you still have to go. Success is not a destination. It's a continuous journey of growth, learning, and evolution. Stay hungry enough to keep chasing it, but humble enough to keep learning along the way. Hunger pushes you out of your comfort zone, but humility keeps you grounded in your values. Hunger drives you to take risks, but humility keeps you accountable. Hunger makes you ambitious, but humility keeps you grateful. It keeps you from losing yourself in the pursuit of success. Stay hungry for knowledge, hungry for progress, hungry for impact. But stay humble enough to know that you don't have all the answers, that you're still learning, still growing, still evolving. Stay humble enough to listen to others, to learn from failure, to accept criticism, and to keep working hard. Because humility is the foundation of greatness. Hunger fuels your fire, but humility keeps it controlled. It stops you from burning out, from losing sight of what truly matters, from getting consumed by your own ambition. It keeps you balanced, focused, and grateful. It keeps you striving for excellence, but never at the cost of your integrity. Stay hungry, but never too proud to admit when you're wrong. Never too arrogant to learn from others. Never too satisfied to keep growing. Hunger is what gets you started, but humility is what keeps you grounded. Hunger drives you to achieve your dreams. Hunger is ambition, but humility is wisdom. Hunger is the fire that pushes you forward, but humility is the anchor that keeps you steady. Together, they make you unstoppable. They make you relentless, fearless, and unbreakable. Because when you stay hungry and humble, there's no limit to how far you can go. Your environment shapes your mindset, your habits, and ultimately your destiny. Whether you realize it or not, the people you surround yourself with, the places you spend your time, and the influences you allow into your life are constantly molding who you become. If you're not in control of your environment, then your environment is in control of you. And if you're serious about achieving greatness, about reaching your goals, about becoming the best version of yourself, then you must take control of your environment. You can't expect to fly like an eagle if you're surrounded by turkeys. If you're constantly around negative people who complain, who make excuses, who don't strive for more, then eventually their mindset will rub off on you. You'll start doubting yourself, lowering your standards, settling for mediocrity. You'll start believing that average is acceptable, that dreams are unrealistic, that success is just luck. But when you surround yourself with ambitious, driven, and positive people, they elevate your thinking. They inspire you to dream bigger. They challenge you to do better. They hold you accountable. They push you to grow, and they celebrate your victories. Who are you spending the most time with? Who are you listening to, learning from, being influenced by? Are they helping you grow or holding you back? Are they lifting you up or dragging you down? Are they inspiring you to reach your full potential or keeping you stuck in your comfort zone? If you want to reach new heights, you need to be around people who are already there. People who are striving for greatness. People who refuse to settle for average. Your environment isn't just about people, it's also about places. Where do you spend your time? Are you in places that inspire you, that motivate you, that push you to grow? Or are you stuck in environments that drain your energy, dull your ambition, and distract you from your goals? If you want to achieve greatness, you need to be in environments that support that ambition. Environments that encourage focus, productivity, and growth. Whether it's a gym that challenges you to push your limits, an office that keeps you productive, or a space that inspires creativity, you need to create an environment that fuels your hustle. Your environment is also about what you consume. The books you read, the videos you watch, the music you listen to, the social media you follow, all of this shapes your mindset. Are you feeding your mind with positivity, knowledge, and inspiration? Or are you consuming negativity, drama, and distractions? Are you learning from the greats, from successful people, from thought leaders? Or are you wasting time on meaningless gossip and mindless entertainment? You can't expect to grow if you're constantly feeding your mind with garbage. Control your environment by controlling what you allow into your mind. Be intentional about what you read, watch, and listen to. Choose content that inspires you, that educates you, that empowers you. Surround yourself with success stories, with motivational messages, with wisdom from people who have already achieved what you're striving for. Your mind is a powerful tool, but it can only work with what you feed it. If you want to stay focused, then remove distractions. If you want to stay positive, then eliminate negativity. If you want to be successful, then immerse yourself in success. You can't expect to reach greatness if your environment is filled with negativity, drama, or complacency. You have to guard your mind, protect your energy, and be ruthless about what you allow into your life. Create a success-oriented environment. Surround yourself with vision boards, with affirmations, with reminders of your goals and dreams. Keep your workspace organized, clean, and inspiring. Eliminate clutter, distractions, and anything that doesn't support your productivity. Create routines and rituals that reinforce your discipline and focus. Make success your default setting by designing an environment that constantly reminds you of your purpose, your goals, and your potential. If you want to be disciplined, then make it easy to be disciplined. Set up your environment to support your habits. If you want to eat healthier, fill your kitchen with nutritious foods. If you want to work out more, keep your gym clothes ready. If you want to read more, leave books where you can see them. Don't rely on willpower. Design your environment to make good choices automatic. You have the power to control your environment. It's not about luck, circumstances, or chance. It's about choices. You choose who you spend time with. You choose where you go, what you consume, what you focus on. You choose what you allow into your life, into your mind, into your heart. And those choices shape your future. Your environment either lifts you up or drags you down. It either fuels your growth or feeds your excuses. If you want to change your life, start by changing your environment. If you want to grow, then be around growth-minded people. If you want to succeed, then learn from the successful. If you want to be positive, then eliminate negativity. If you want to be focused, then remove distractions. If you want to achieve greatness, then create an environment that inspires, motivates, and empowers you every single day. Your environment is either your ally or your enemy. It either supports your goals or sabotages them. It either pushes you to greatness or pulls you into mediocrity. And the choice is yours. Control your environment and you control your destiny. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. It might not feel like it in the moment. When you face failure, rejection, or disappointment, it's easy to feel defeated, discouraged, and demotivated. It's tempting to see setbacks as proof that you're not good enough, that your dreams are out of reach, that your hard work was wasted. But that's the wrong perspective. Setbacks aren't roadblocks. They're stepping stones. They're not dead ends. They're detours, guiding you to a better path. Setbacks are opportunities in disguise. They force you to reevaluate, to reflect, to learn. They push you out of your comfort zone, make you think differently, make you grow. When things don't go as planned, you're forced to adapt, to innovate, to find new solutions. You discover strengths you didn't know you had, skills you didn't know you needed, and possibilities you never considered. Setbacks push you to evolve, to become more resilient, more resourceful, more determined. The problem isn't the setback, it's how you see it. Most people see setbacks as failures, as signs to quit, as reasons to give up. But champions see setbacks as setups. They see them as temporary challenges meant to test their patience, their persistence, and their passion. They understand that setbacks are a necessary part of the journey to success. They see every failure as feedback, every rejection as redirection, every disappointment as a lesson in disguise. Setbacks reveal weaknesses that need strengthening. They expose flaws in your strategy, gaps in your knowledge, areas where you need to grow. They teach you what doesn't work so you can find out what does. They show you who's really in your corner, who you can count on, and who was only there for the good times. Setbacks reveal your true character. They test your grit, your resilience, and your commitment to your dreams. Setbacks build resilience. They teach you how to bounce back, how to keep going, how to persevere when things get tough. They force you to dig deep, to find inner strength, to keep fighting even when the odds are against you. They make you tougher, wiser, and more prepared for the next challenge. They teach you how to handle failure without losing faith, how to accept defeat without accepting despair. Setbacks force you to grow. They push you out of your comfort zone, challenge your assumptions, and force you to develop new skills. They teach you how to adapt, how to innovate, how to think outside the box. They make you more resourceful, more creative, more determined. They show you that there's always another way, another opportunity, another chance to succeed. A setback is just a setup for a comeback. If you choose to see it that way, it's not about what happens to you, but how you respond to it. You can let setbacks defeat you, or you can let them define you. You can let them break you, or you can let them build you. You can let them stop you, or you can use them as stepping stones to something greater. Setbacks teach you patience and persistence. They remind you that success doesn't come overnight, that progress isn't always linear, that great things take time. They force you to stay committed, to keep grinding, to keep believing, even when you can't see the results yet. They teach you the value of hard work, perseverance, and unwavering faith in your dreams. Setbacks are setups for growth. They make you stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the next challenge. They teach you how to handle pressure, how to stay focused, how to keep pushing forward. They build character, resilience, and courage. They make you unbreakable, unstoppable, and unshakable. But turning setbacks into setups requires the right mindset. It requires the courage to face failure, the humility to learn from mistakes, and the resilience to keep going. It requires the willingness to adapt, to change course, to keep pursuing your dreams no matter how many times you fall. It requires grit, determination, and an unshakable belief in your potential. Every setback is a setup for something greater. It's a chance to learn, to grow, to become better. It's an opportunity to prove to yourself that you're stronger than your struggles, braver than your fears, more determined than your doubts. It's a test of your patience, your perseverance, and your passion. And when you pass that test, you come back stronger, smarter, and more unstoppable than ever. Setbacks aren't meant to stop you. They're meant to prepare you. They're meant to build your character, your resilience, your strength. They're meant to teach you valuable lessons, to make you better, to set you up for success. They're meant to shape you into the person you need to become to achieve your dreams. They're not setbacks. They're setups for a comeback story that's worth telling. So embrace your setbacks. Learn from them, grow from them, rise above them. Use them as fuel, as motivation, as stepping stones to your next victory. Turn your pain into power, your losses into lessons, your failures into foundations for success. Turn every setback into a setup and watch how high you can rise. Perfection is the enemy of progress. It's the illusion that everything must be flawless before you can take the next step, before you can put yourself out there, before you can pursue your dreams. But perfection is a trap, a never-ending chase that keeps you stuck, paralyzed, afraid to make a move. It convinces you that you're never ready, never good enough, never worthy of success. It keeps you waiting for the perfect moment that never comes. Progress, on the other hand, is powerful. It's about taking one step at a time, learning as you go, and growing through the process. It's about moving forward, even if it's messy, even if it's imperfect, even if you stumble along the way. Progress isn't about getting everything right. It's about getting better, little by little, day by day. It's about showing up, putting in the work, and refusing to give up, no matter how many times you fall. When you focus on perfection, you get stuck in a cycle of overthinking, doubting, and procrastinating. You become so obsessed with doing everything perfectly that you end up doing nothing at all. You wait for the right moment, the right skills, the right resources, the right circumstances. But the truth is, the perfect moment doesn't exist. There will always be challenges, obstacles, and uncertainties. If you wait for perfection, you'll wait forever. Progress doesn't require perfection, it requires persistence. It's about showing up consistently, even on days when you don't feel like it, even when the results aren't immediate, even when things aren't perfect. It's about putting in the effort, learning from your mistakes, and improving over time. It's about embracing the journey, not just the destination. Because success isn't built on perfection, it's built on progress. Focusing on progress frees you from the fear of failure. When you're obsessed with perfection, failure feels catastrophic. You become terrified of making mistakes, of being judged, of falling short of unrealistic expectations. But when you focus on progress, failure becomes a part of the process. It becomes a learning experience, a stepping stone, a necessary step on the path to growth. You learn to embrace failure, to see it as feedback, to use it to improve and keep moving forward. Progress isn't about competing with others, it's about competing with yourself. It's about becoming better than you were yesterday, about pushing your limits, about growing into the person you're meant to be. It's about measuring your success by how far you've come, not by how perfect you are. It's about celebrating small wins, acknowledging your growth, and being proud of your journey, no matter how messy it looks. When you focus on progress, you stay motivated. Perfectionism drains your energy, kills your confidence, and leads to burnout. It keeps you stuck in an endless cycle of self-doubt and frustration. But progress keeps you moving, keeps you growing, keeps you inspired. Every small step forward builds momentum. Every little improvement fuels your passion. Every milestone boosts your confidence. Progress keeps you hungry, humble, and determined to keep going. Progress allows you to take imperfect action. It gives you permission to start before you're ready, to learn as you go, to make mistakes without fear. It empowers you to experiment, to take risks, to step out of your comfort zone. It teaches you that action beats perfection every time, that consistency beats talent, that perseverance beats excuses. It's not about doing it perfectly, it's about doing it anyway. Perfection is rooted in fear. Progress is rooted in faith. Perfectionism is about fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of not being good enough. It's about trying to control everything, to avoid mistakes, to look flawless. But progress is about faith. Faith in yourself, faith in your journey, faith in your potential. It's about trusting the process, embracing the challenges, and believing that every step forward brings you closer to your dreams. Progress is messy, imperfect, and sometimes chaotic, but it's powerful. It's about learning from your mistakes, growing through your struggles, and getting back up every time you fall. It's about resilience, perseverance, and determination. It's about showing up day after day, even when it's hard, even when it's imperfect, even when you don't feel ready. It's about moving forward, no matter how small the steps, no matter how long the journey. When you focus on progress, you give yourself permission to be human. You allow yourself to make mistakes, to learn, to grow, to evolve. You let go of unrealistic expectations, of the need to be perfect, of the fear of failure. You embrace your flaws, your struggles, your imperfections. You learn to love the journey, to celebrate the process, to find joy in the growth. Progress isn't about reaching the end, it's about enjoying the journey. It's about becoming stronger, wiser, and better along the way. It's about discovering who you are, what you're capable of, and how far you can go. It's about learning, growing, and evolving. It's about becoming the best version of yourself, one step at a time. Don't wait for perfection, it will never come. Don't wait for everything to be flawless before you take action, before you pursue your dreams, before you show the world what you're capable of. Start now, start messy, start imperfect, but start. Take the first step, learn from it, and keep moving forward. Focus on progress, not perfection, and you'll go further than you ever imagined. Progress is powerful because it keeps you moving, keeps you growing, keeps you achieving. It's not about getting it perfect, it's about getting it done. It's not about being flawless, it's about being fearless. It's not about reaching the destination, it's about enjoying the journey. Focus on progress, and success will follow. Progress is the key to success. It's not about being perfect. It's about moving forward, learning, growing, and becoming better every single day. Perfection is an illusion that keeps you stuck. But progress is the fuel that keeps you going. It allows you to learn from your mistakes, to grow through your struggles, and to keep moving forward no matter how many times you fall. It's about resilience, perseverance, and the courage to take imperfect action. When you focus on progress, you free yourself from the fear of failure, from the pressure of perfection, from the doubts that try to hold you back. You give yourself permission to learn, to grow, to evolve. You embrace the journey, celebrate the small wins, and keep your eyes on the prize. You understand that success isn't about getting everything right, it's about getting better one step at a time. So, let go of perfection. Embrace the process. Take action, make mistakes, learn, and keep moving forward. Remember, it's not about where you are today, it's about where you're going. Focus on progress, not perfection, and watch how far you can go.